Hi, so all packed up here at Shelley. There's been 3 people who've been dropped off by 2 men by their partners, their wives, and a lady by her husband. That was Chris and Rachel, lovely couple. So Rachel's riding all the way to Wodonga, and the other 2 men are going all the way to Wodonga. So it's making me think I really should get a gravel bike, and then I could do this in a day, or even just a quick overnight camp or a bed and breakfast, and I wouldn't have to bring all this weight. Just setting off from Shelley back towards Quilt, deliberating in my mind, what am I going to do? Until you start riding back from Shelley, away from Shelley towards Quilt, you don't realise how much uphill it is, because it's a gradual and constant climb for 50 kilometres. You kind of get used to it, but this is great. It's a little bit of an uphill section for a kilometre. It's just ending now. That's a bit of a swizz. I want my money back. No, it's only gradual. Hello, darlings. I'm sorry we hurt you.
12 minutes 1 second. Remaining distance 9.6 kilometers. Last interval.
Just here is the pub. So I'll wait till they open, get a coffee, and then get on my way. And I can filter some water here. I've just been to the Quilt pub, had a tomato and dairy-free cheese toastie and a cup of coffee. Lovely lady there, Julie, sold me some Sawyer milk and some ice packs to go with it. How lovely of her.
Turn slide left onto High Country Rail Trail.
Boggy Creek Trestle Bridge. It's a good one. So that wood structure and them great big bolts are over 100 years old. Pretty good engineering, you'd say, wouldn't you? Can you believe trains used to run over it? I bet that was just a little bit scary. So you're on the rail trail for a bit. There is actually an uphill section.
1.25 kilometers, turn right.
And then you're back onto the road for a while.
16 minutes 46 seconds. Current time is 11:27. We'll arrive at 17:12. We'll arrive in 5 hours 45 minutes.
Because this was all uphill, it took forever in the heat. It's clouded over today, very hot still, muggy, but I'm eating up the kilometres. And when there's a trestle bridge that isn't rideable or walkable, there's a bypass, like this. And that's why I couldn't continue my ride yesterday. They hadn't bypassed a very unsafe trestle bridge. I guess they'll get onto it one day. It's so much nicer riding these open and exposed hills with a bit of cloud cover. It was so hot when I came on this trail, and it was uphill. It's all downhill. Yeehaw! This must have fallen two nights ago. My favourite rest area. So we're back at the Tuckerbox Creek rest area, in which I shall have a little rest. This really is a little haven. You can probably feel just how cool it is. So when you're parking your bike up on a slope, it just runs away, doesn't it? Falls over. So I've just put a cable tie here that I hook over the front brake when I'm parked up, and I just squeeze it and pull it off when I'm running, and it's really handy. Very handy, because if you've ridden with weight on the front of your bike, you'll know just how hard it is to park your bike up with the front wheel weight on the front wheel swinging around. Dang. So one thing, after all these days running in the hot, that I forgot I had with me, this was bought for me by my daughter's mother-in-law to be, Kath, a couple of years ago for the hot Australian climate. And I've used it in Spain when I was working with the horses. It was so very hot, and on the olive farm. And all you do is you soak it in water and it expands. Now, I've not got the time to let it expand. Gel in here swells up and you put it round your neck. Working. It's starting to work already. It's starting to spongy up a bit, but that's it. And it keeps your neck cool, and obviously it will keep your head cool as well. Why didn't I remember I had it? This is the annoying thing about bringing things that you know you'll want and then forgetting you've got them. This bit was so punishing, coming uphill in the sun, no shade or little shade. So much nicer coming down. Someone's cooling off. Hello. Moo. So when you get to the road down there, you turn right and then left down here. I just stopped in the shade a minute. It's so hot. I'm dripping with sweat. So the headwind's back. Lots of pedalling. So just hitting the outskirts of Lake Hume. Okay, so I have a big decision to make. I've just come from that way on the rail trail. This way continues on to Talangata, then another 50 kilometres back to my house. Now if I turn down here, turn right on this road that's crossing it, and then go left to Old Talangata, I can take a road called the Jarvis Creek Road up to Talgano. So I've spoken at length to a local about which is the best way back. Jarvis Creek Road, George's Creek Road, Lake Road. He suggests the rail trail. I've already come on that, I don't want to go back on it. So I've decided on George's Creek Road. I'm only a couple of kilometres up George's Creek Road. The sun is punishing. The bitumen, as they call it in Australia, quite rightly, is sticky. Very little shade. I'm exhausted, so I'm just going to have a rest for a bit. I just stopped at this farm and they gave me a little water, which was nice. I'm in a bit of a state, but it's only 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I need to go for a little longer and then try and look for somewhere to sleep. I don't know how that's going to go actually, because there's nowhere at the moment. What a piercing noise that bird makes. Hi. I didn't get very far up George's Creek Road before I was totally overheated. And so I stopped at this farm, dairy farm, and asked if I could camp. And they said yes, and the man was ever so kind. His dad runs it. His dad's 72 or 73, and he runs the dairy farm all on his own. His son, Rhett, organised it all for me. That's the road I'm travelling on, and I've got to go up that hill in the morning. Over there, that's Grania State Park. So we're running along a valley. George's Creek Road runs along a valley with Grania to the right, and I think it might be Jarvis State Park to the left over here. Rhett was ever so kind. He gave me a hose pipe to cool myself down. I was just totally overheated. As you can see, perhaps there's a good old wind blowing across here now. There is a rain event due. I'm just going to rest for a moment and get my strength back. It was such a good idea of Rhett. Said just stick yourself under the cold hose pipe, cool yourself down, which I did, and it made me feel so much better. It's made a big difference. Hi, it's 8:15 in the evening. The sun is just setting somewhere over there. The farm's looking very pretty. It won't show it on GoPro, but it's a lovely place, and they've got a fabulous view of Mount Grania. Really nice, the whole mountainside and the top. The two brothers that are here, Dane and Rhett, who first spoke to me, have been so very, very kind. So I'm really feeling very lucky. I'm just making myself, yes, you've guessed it, macaroni cheese. This is another, can you hear the noisy galahs? Flaming galahs. Yeah, I'm having a Woolworths Plantitude, plant-based, dairy-free mac and cheese with bacon-free smoky flavour. So I'm going to try that tonight. The other one was lovely. It was really good. They're not cheap. I think they may have been $6, something like that. But they are cruelty-free and they're very tasty and healthy. So we'll give this one a go. Those galahs are in this tree. And they are noisy. I hope they don't poo on me. They're going to poo on me, aren't they? Ew. Oh, they're going again. Oh, I don't know if they are galahs. Not sure now. So this is what you get. So much nicer than the Aldi one. The Aldi one says serves 4, it barely serves 1. This says it serves 2, and it's 2 big servings. I couldn't eat it all. I was still eating it the next day.
Apprenons le cha-cha-cha.